Hello everyone! Welcome to another tutorial on how to work on the Kuromi hat. So for this hat, you're gonna need to make the base part first, and I have a separate video of that. So for that project, you're gonna need to work on the hat using black yarn, starting off with 9 half double crochets, increasing up until the 10th round, adding up a few more rounds up until the 22nd. On the 23rd, you're gonna have an increase, and then you're gonna add up 4 more rounds. So please do check out that other tutorial so that you can work on the base part of the Kuromi hat. Hi guys, so for this project, we're gonna need the following materials. We're gonna need a 5-ply milk cotton yarn in the colors of black, white, and pink. And then mercerized cotton thread in the colors of black and pink. We're gonna need some yarn needles to sew the ends and the features. We're gonna need a scissors to cut the string and a hook that is approximately 4mm, but I'm using this 3.25mm one. We're also gonna need some felt cloth to stiffen the ears and small amount of fiber fill, and then we're gonna need a steel hook to crochet our mercerized cotton thread. So now we're gonna work on the horns of Kuromi, and he should or she should look like this. So we'll work on the ears first. For visual purposes, I will work on white yarn for the horns, but you need to make it into black. So we're gonna work on 6 half double crochets. Wrap your hook around the yarn like so, and then chain 2, and then we're gonna half double crochet 6. So there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slip stitch on the first half double crochet, chain 1, and then work on 6 half double crochets for the second round. So there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slip stitch on the first half double crochet. Okay, to continue on, we're gonna chain 1, and then we're gonna put 3 half double crochets on that first space right there. So there should be 1, 2, 3 half double crochets on that first space. On the second space, put 1 half double crochet. On the third, put 1 half double crochet. And then on the next one, we're gonna put 3 half double crochets on just that one space. So there should be 1, 2, and then 3. So that's the increase. Then we're gonna put 1 half double crochet on the next, 1 half double crochet on the next, and then we're going to slip stitch on the first half double crochet, chain 1. For the fourth round, we're gonna have another increase. For the first one, put 1 half double crochet. On the second, we're gonna put 3 half double crochets on that same space. So there's 1, 2, and then 3. And then we're just gonna find out where we're gonna increase. So half double crochet the next one, half double crochet the next, half double crochet the next one, half double crochet the next. And then here is where we're gonna put the 3 half double crochets again. So there should be 1, 2, 3 for the bottom half double crochets, and in between those 3, we're gonna put 3 half double crochets. So there's gonna be 1, 2, and 3 on that same space, half double crochet the next, half double crochet the next one, half double crochet the next, and then we're going to slip stitch on that first half double crochet, and then we're just going to have that increase up until the 8th round. So now that we're here, we're gonna chain 1, we're gonna half double crochet the first, half double crochet the second, and on the third, as you can see from the bottom, there are those 3 half double crochets. So in between those 3, we're gonna put 3 half double crochets. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to half double crochet up until we reach that middle part of the 3 from the bottom again. So half double crochet the next ones, 1 half double crochet for each of the stitches up until we reach where we're going to put the increase. So you can see it because from the bottom there is going to be 3 half double crochets, and in between those 3 we're going to put 3 half double crochets on just that one space, and then for the rest we're going to half double crochet 1 per stitch. So just do this up until we reach the 8th round, and I'm gonna catch up with you after. So we're just gonna make an increase in between those 3 half double crochets up until the 8th round, and then I'm gonna catch up with you after. Okay guys, so by now you may have made the 8 rounds for the ear part of Kuromi. So it should look like this. The increases should be on the side bits of it. So now for the 9th up until the 11th round, we're going to have a decrease. So chain 1, and then we're going to half double crochet until we reach the increase for the sides, and there is where we're going to decrease. So half double crochet up until we reach those 3 increases from the bottom round. So as you can see, it is here. Just gonna lessen it a bit. So there's the 3 from the bottom, and there is where we're going to decrease. So insert your hook on the first, on the second, and on the third. There should be 5 loops, and go through all of those 5 loops for the decrease. And then we're going to half double crochet again up until we reach the other side increase from the bottom. So just half double crochet up until we reach the other side with all of those increase from the bottom, and there is where we're going to decrease for the 9th round. So now you can see it here. So here's where we're going to decrease again. So I'll just show you. Yarn over, insert your hook to the first, to the second, and to the next one. There should be 5 loops, and go through all of those 5 loops, and then half double crochet up until you reach the end of the round. And this is what we're gonna do with the next. For the 10th round, it also has those decrease. So we're just gonna continue on. Half double crochet, and then slip stitch on the first one, chain 1, and then half double crochet again up until we reach the decrease. So there should be 4 half double crochets for the 10th round, and here is where we're going to decrease again. As you can see, we have that one there at the bottom. So there should be 1, 2, 3 spaces where we're going to decrease. So yarn over, insert it to the first, to the second, and to the third. There's going to be 5 loops, and go through all of those 5 loops. Half double crochet up until you reach the other side and make another decrease there. So just half double crochet up until we reach the other side, and there is where we're going to decrease again. So just up until here, and there's that decrease on the bottom. There's one space here for the middle one and then for the next. So make your decrease here, and then just half double crochet the rest of the stitches for the 10th round, and that is also what we're gonna do for the 11th round. So I'm just gonna leave it up to you to make that. So when I may have made the 11th round, we're just gonna slip stitch on the first half double crochet, and we're gonna leave a long end for sewing, and then we're going to fasten off. And what you're gonna do is we're gonna make another one, and just like what I've said, you're gonna make it in black. So there should be 2 of this. So now we're ready to work on the facial part of Kuromi. As you can see from this note, this is the face part, so it is in white. So this is how it looks like, and it has a curve to it because from the reference it requires that. So just take your white yarn, and then we're going to wrap around our hook like so, or you can start with a slip knot, chain 2, and then we're gonna half double crochet 10. So there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slip stitch to the first half double crochet, and then make an increase for the second round, chain 1, put 2 half double crochets on each of those 10 stitches around. So there's 2 on the first, 2 on the second, and then 2 on the next stitches all around. Okay, so by now I may have made the increase for the second round, which is 2 half double crochet to each of those 10 stitches, slip stitch on the first one, chain 1, and then we're going to have another increase. We're gonna put 1 half double crochet on the first, and then 2 half double crochets on the second one, and we're just gonna alternate between the 2 up until we reach the end. So there's gonna be 1 on the first and then 2 on the second, and then alternate it between the 2 up until you reach the end. Okay, so by now you may have made most of the third round. We're having 1 half double crochet in the first and then 2 on the next. We're gonna slip stitch on the first half double crochet, chain 1, and then we're gonna make another increase for the fourth round. So there should be 1 on the first, 1 on the second, and in the third space we're gonna put 2 half double crochets, and then we're just gonna work on it in the round, putting 1 on the first, 1 on the second, and then 2 on the next, all around up until we reach the end bit. Okay guys, so by now you may have made most of the fourth round. We're going to slip stitch on the first and then chain 1, and then for the 5th and the 6th we're gonna create this curve right here. So it's gonna be on the end part of the 5th round. So we're just going to continue on, putting 1 half double crochet on the first, on the second, on the third, and on the fourth. We're gonna put 2 half double crochets all around up until here. I'm gonna catch up with you up until we reach this part right here. Okay guys, so by now you may have reached this part right here. And so we're just gonna continue on. We're gonna put one half double crochet here and then on the next. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna slip stitch on this part right here, on the second one, on the next, on the next one, and then we're going to chain one, half double crochet the sixth round, one half double crochet on the first and the second, on the third, on the fourth. I'm gonna have an increase on the next one, so put two half double crochets there, and then just work on it around up until you reach this part here. So there should be an increase on the fifth space, and then I'm gonna catch up with you after. So by now you may have reached this bit right here. There should be 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. We're just going to half double crochet 2 together, so yarn over, insert your hook here, and also on the next one there's going to be 4 loops, so go through all of those 4 loops and then leave a long end for sewing. So just make that for the facial part of Kuromi, and then we're just gonna fasten off. So I'm gonna teach you how to work on the other features next. So now for the nose piece of Kuromi, just take your push-up pink mercerized cotton thread and wrap around your hook around like so. Chain 2, and then we're just gonna half double crochet around 8 times. So this is gonna be a small nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slip stitch on the first half double crochet and then leave an end for sewing. So it should look like this.